So we've got a lot of 2026 realities and this big structural change that is afoot. The key one, I think, for a lot of our customers that we think about back where we do business is the challenges on the P&L front. Now, cattle, that's a whole nother scenario. Those people, they're buying Gulf Streams and they're enjoying the biggest generational profits they've ever imagined. But they have their own challenges. Like, success brings problems. Try being a 35-year-old rancher trying to figure out if you should expand the cow herd right now. Pretty expensive inventory. So when we look at from a cropping perspective, we are immensely challenged right now from a profitability standpoint. For all the reasons, we'll talk about some of it. Obviously, commodity prices not going up relative to where input costs have gone. Input costs going out of, really, truly out of control. But there's more to this. Purdue University says that 60% of farmers in the U.S. know their variable costs. Seed, fert, chem. Okay? They know what the price of bag was, is, and should be, and they tell you all the time. Right? They also know what a ton of fertilizer costs. Right? They know those costs very, very well. Only 30% of farmers know what the fixed costs are. And we're going to see a graph a little bit later about how these numbers are quite concerning because the fixed costs are actually about 2/3 of the total cost equation. So we're hyper-focused on the variable costs and not on actually the fixed costs. And we need to be focused on both. I was awoken to this. I'm in a business peer group. And I used to think this was kind of like a farmer thing, like, man, we're just not, maybe in ag colleges, we're just not teaching finance or all this kind of stuff. And it's an entrepreneurs. I look in that peer group that I'm in, none of them are in agriculture, some of them are in HR, there's an oil drilling company, it's just widespread. And it's about the same numbers as I just talked about, that 30 and that 60%. Entrepreneurs don't know their numbers. And so if we're in a period of structural change, it's really hard to create a game plan if we don't actually know our numbers to create that plan from. We've got a bit of a disconnect. 82% of the farm balance sheet is in land.